think about this for a second. We have discussed three Keanu Reeves movies so
Yes.
far. So I mean, you joined the show in the fall of last season.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tail end
we
of season
what
6 there. Yeah.
count. Okay, so we what all have we done? We did the replacements
Yeah.
with
We've
Keanu
done the
Reeves.
gift.
We done the gift with Keanu Reeves. We done
Yeah.
Constantine.
Yes. Yeah.
I
It's good.
I just feel like if I'm going to talk about a Keanu Reeves movie, it's got to be you got to be the one, right?
Hey, I'm
We
right
love
there.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what if we talked about a Keanu Reeves movie that didn't really have Keanu Reeves in it, even though it's a Keanu Reeves movie? Can we get
I,
away with that?
we can still classify that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna do it. Let's go for a ride with a film by Rob Cohen. His 2001 high octane action film, The Fast and Furious. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Johnson,
And I'm Gary Gibson.
and this is a Film by Podcast. Garrett, we uh, we are back. You're back. I've been here. You've been busy, man. You've been busy over on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I've been working on a lot of previously on, of course, a film by series. So
yeah.
getting to cover some exciting television shows that have been coming out in tenfold recently, and we've got more coming out this week. I know
Hmm.
we're starting on The Boys here in just a couple days. That's always exciting.
Yep. Our it's exclusive to YouTube. You if you want to listen to it or watch it, you know, take a look at the people behind the mics. It is on our YouTube channel, so check that out.
Oh yeah,
Um, what let's see. We've been talking about Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. We've been talking about DTF St. Louis, which I absolutely love.
yes,
We've been talking a little bit about this Netflix show. Something very bad is going to happen.
yeah.
Been a little all over the map. I've been having fun with it though. And our boy Daredevil,
Daredevil Born Again,
Daredevil,
yes
born
sir.
again. Yeah, yeah. We gotta. Yeah, if you're not watching us on YouTube, go over there. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Follow it. Don't miss out. Before we get going, I want to give a shout out to our newest Patreon supporter. Recently, Alex Croblin. Alex, if you're listening, if you're watching, please hope I didn't mispronounce that. But welcome to Patreon. Um, for as little as $3 a month, you get access to all of the bonus content. Garrett, we do a ton. We got a ton of episodes that are only available on our Patreon. We've done some requests. If you're a Patreon subscriber, it gives you the opportunity to request a film or a director or an actor. We cover those. Got a couple limited series there. And of course, the show. If you don't like ads, if you don't want to listen to ads,
Yeah.
you don't have to. On our Patreon, it is ad free. And more often than not, it's usually a day or two early. So,
Which ad free is always amazing, especially when listening to a script by with Brad Koza. I mean I'm absolutely loving that so far.
yeah.
So yeah, just give that a shout out because freaking amazing. I mean, the Chinatown episode is honestly I've listened to it 2 or 3 times. I love that episode.
Uh, I learned so much about Robert Town in that Chinatown episode. Our friend Chuck Bryant from the Cinematic Flashback podcast joined him. Those guys, I would listen to those guys every week if
Oh yeah.
some multiverse, if there's a show where Brad and Chuck are together, best of both worlds. I would definitely be in on that. One other thing, and then we'll move on, Garrett. Our YouTube contest.
Yes.
Like when we relaunched the YouTube channel. That's why we're doing previously on. One of the reasons we're doing previously on. We told everyone, hey, the first 100 people that subscribe will be entered into a drawing. We have identified a winner We'll be reaching out to them. Hopefully they respond. Otherwise, we'll go to the next name on the list. But I did one of those, those random generator things. I was like, we
Yeah,
gotta be
yeah, yeah.
fair. I just put everyone's name in a random generator, popped one out. So that person is going to be joining us at one of the upcoming 2026 Comic Cons that we go to. Be their choice. So I think that's gonna be kind of cool. I'm hoping. Like, I mean, they might say, "Hey, I want to go to HorrorCon in New Jersey," which we're not going to. But hey,
Yeah.
that's what they want. That's what they get. But
Hey, we'll
I'm
buy you a
hoping.
ticket, send it out to you. Yeah.
That's right. I'm hoping that they pick one that we're going to be at though, because that would be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Fast and Furious. I know I probably came off a little snarky. We're talking about Keanu Reeves movies. Let's just call it what it is. The Fast and Furious has a lot of Point Break in it,
Yes, it does.
a lot, and I want to have that conversation here in a minute. I'm going to kick it down the road for now, but let's talk about Rob Cohen. Garrett, three things you may not know about this guy. He's known as one of the 1970s baby moguls. Are you are you familiar with this term? Have you
I am
heard about
not.
the you've not heard about the baby moguls?
I have not, no, sir.
I I hadn't heard that, so I got a little PSA here for you. Uh, the quote unquote baby moguls were a group of young, influential Hollywood executives, producers, and agents in the 1970s. They were famously profiled in New West magazine in 1978. These individuals are in their late 20s, early 30s. They rapidly rose to power, bringing a new, informal, and audacious energy to studio leadership and film. Uh, it goes on here to say that they represented a departure from the old Hollywood system. Guys like Jack Warner and Richard Zanuck.
Yeah.
They were known for their rapid and cocky rise to power, and they also they had a reputation for working very long hours, having intense dedication, and developing a supportive network amongst themselves.
Okay.
They also championed young filmmakers and took chances on them. Guys like Steven Spielberg and Robert Zemeckis. So
Nice.
kind of
Okay.
cool. Yeah, Rob Cohen, one of the because the guy. Think about it, this is the guy who he did the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
He triple X. I mean, he does like a lot of big budget action stuff,
He
right?
does. Yeah.
And a name like Rob Cohen, I just thought, this guy's like he's 35. You know, he he grew up in like the extreme era, the night
Yeah.
late teen night. He was Baja Tacos and Mountain Dew and snowboarding. He's not though. He's like in his 70s. I mean,
Yeah.
he's still a cool cat, but
He is.
yeah. So before he earned a reputation for directing high adrenaline blockbusters, Rob directed 3 episodes of Miami Vice. Uh,
Which is pretty awesome.
it's awesome because one of those three includes what I happen to believe is the all-time best episode of Miami Vice.
Okay.
I'm
What you
talking
got?
about I'm talking about season one, episode 21. It was released, I want to say May 3rd, 1985. Evan, remember Crockett's old buddy buying the Mac 10, the Uzi Mac 10s.
Dude, I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen Miami Vice.
I got the whole season. I got the whole series on Blu-ray. You need to come over. We'll just binge watch it.
Dude, hell
Um,
yeah.
it's yeah that was it's. I don't know what would be the better episode than that. I think it's the all-time best episode. Yeah, and you know what? I'm due for a rewatch. I need to start back at I need to go back to 1984 and just season one, just get after it. But yeah, he directed
Might be
Evan. When I
doing the
read that, I was
same
like, this
there.
is so
Yeah.
great. Yeah, it's on Tubi, by the way. Like you don't have to buy the Blu-ray
Is
set,
it
even though
really?
Amazon has a kick-ass price for the Blu-ray set. It's like 5 seasons of Miami Vice, and I think it was like under $40 when I bought it.
Holy
But
shit.
it's also on Tubi, so check it out, Miami Vice. But this is turning into a Miami Vice episode. We already covered Miami Vice earlier this year. Uh, well, another thing, he usually makes cameos in his movies. I love when directors do this.
Yeah.
He has been in most of his movies. Here, he's got a cameo. The first illegal street race we see at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
The pizza guy, goddamn street racers. You know, one of Vince Cruz. Play it's closed. Go the other way, pizza boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Rob Cohen. He's a pizza delivery guy.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Quote from Rob. Man, a minute, man, a few words. There wasn't a lot of quotes out there about from Rob Cohen, but this
Yeah.
one, no two directors will make the same film the same way.
No.
I don't know if that's cryptic or common sense.
I mean, one would say common sense, but maybe a little cryptic as well. To elaborate on his behalf, it's just because of, I mean, if you give Martin Scorsese a film, the exact same script that you give Antoine Fuqua, I mean, you're going to get something completely different between the two of them. Both
Let's
movies would probably be excellent, but yeah,
Okay. Let me ask your opinion. I need the Garrett Gibson take here.
yeah,
In an alternate reality, the movie Babe. Remember that one with James Cromwell, the pig, talking
yeah,
pig?
yeah.
Babe, directed by Steven Spielberg or directed by John Carpenter? Which is the better movie?
I think Steven Spielberg's going to be better, but I'm going to like the John Carpenter one more.
I'm with you.
That's just yeah.
I'm absolutely with you, man. Um, all right, 5 word synopsis. Listen, obviously, the entire planet has watched one or more or all of the Fast and Furious movies.
Yes.
Garrett, if I asked you to describe what is the Fast and Furious in exactly 5 words, what do you got for me?
Cop becomes underground street racer.
I'm guessing that. I'm like, you give me that hint. I'm like, yep, I
Yeah.
got you. I'll figure it out. I'm a little more on the nose.
And let's hear it.
Point Break with street racing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna leave it alone. And like I said, I'm getting to it. I'm building up. I'm building up to something. But uh, this is Paul Walker's second movie with Rob Cohen.
Yeah.
He does the Skulls a couple years before.
Which not seen that one. Yeah.
Kind of cool. I know that's one of those like it made like they had like 2 or 3 sequels like direct to video
Oh,
that
fair. Yeah.
are not, they're probably on Tubi right now or Pluto TV, but not great. But the Skulls was it's kind of cool. Paul Walker, Jonathan is it Jonathan Jackson, Joshua Jackson,
Joshua. Yeah.
Pacey, yeah,
From
Pacey.
Dolphins. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Okay, so they had a good situation. Paul Walker and Rob Cohen. He recognizes the potential in Paul Walker, and he says, "Hey, what's your dream project, kid? Like, what can I do for you?
Yeah.
If we're gonna make any movie." Paul Walker tells him like, if there was ever a way to do a mashup of Days of Thunder and Donnie Brasco, that's the movie I want to be in. Okay, not a bad mashup as mashups go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, um, it's January 2000, and there's this exec who sends Rob Cohen an article from Vibe magazine called
Yeah.
it's titled Racer X, all about this
Uh,
illegal street racing, right?
mm-hmm.
Queens, New York.
At Queens, New York. Yes,
Do you
sir.
think of Queens, New York as the illegal street racing circuit?
Not a chance in hell.
Isn't that? I mean, that's Spider Man. Aunt May lives there. Like, how's
Yeah. But also, like, if you've ever been to Queens or anywhere in upstate New York, like, literally, traffic is atrocious. I mean, it's terrible. You're not going anywhere, anytime fast. So I don't know. I kind of find that hard to believe. I do see that more of like an LA or Southern California kind of thing.
yeah?
Like, soon as the lights go down, like underground street racing.
Okay,
So
yeah. So more furious driving, not fast. and
Exactly.
Furious in New
Yeah,
York.
you're just yelling like, "Get out my damn way!" Yeah, the entire time.
So Cohen, he reads this article, not interested. He's like, I'll pass.
Yeah,
And this guy's a little, exec's a little persistent. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You need to go see one. You need to be in this. It's this whole other world. It's this whole other culture. They have their own language. And Rob Cohen shows up at 2 o'clock in the morning to one of these illegal street races, and he notices, look, if this were anywhere else, like there'd be an issue with class. There'd be class warfare. There'd be racism. But
yeah.
here, everyone is unified. Everyone's the same. It's all about who has the fastest car, who has the
Oh
best
yeah,
paint job, who's with the prettiest girl. And he's fascinated by it. And immediately, lightning strikes. He's like, wait, Paul wants a movie. He wants Days of Thunder and Donnie
yeah.
Brasco. We're gonna have a cop infiltrate this world.
Where
And
he's gonna
goddamn, if
go
it's not
undercover.
amazing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go undercover, disguised as a surfer, and they're gonna rob some banks.
I am an FBI agent. Actually, Cohen. So he calls this film a western. There's a pretty kick-ass audio commentary on the Blu-ray,
Yes.
and he's like, "Look, say what you want, it's a western." And he cites, personally, he cites John Ford's Stagecoach as his main
Okay.
inspiration. Sure, all right. Well, everyone's entitled to a good defense, so I'm going to let him
Yeah.
run with this. But he basically said, "Hey, the 18 wheelers in Fast and Furious, the ones that are getting hijacked,
Yeah.
they are the stagecoaches of the old West time. You know, these souped up cars are like the bandits with their horses galloping up
Yeah.
and hijacking them." So I think that's kind of cool. I like
I do like that.
the
Yeah.
comparison. I think that's kind of cool. But he also did recognize that there's some he said similarities to Point Break, and his whole defense to that is, look, if you're gonna steal from something great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
remember, he said that. That's on the Blu-ray audio commentary, by the way. So he did acknowledge it, but you know he said there's some Donnie Brasco in there, and there's some Point Break. But if you're gonna steal, just steal from the best. So
I just like how he said there's some similarities that reminds me of when Vanilla Ice is giving the breakdown of how he didn't steal under pressure.
uh,
Yeah, ours goes like,
yeah.
oh,
Do you
okay.
do you
Yeah.
remember that when he was like, oh, there's this din, 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 and ours is
Yeah,
din, 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 tss, din, that
exactly.
one little.
Yeah.
Tss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, are you
That's the key
serious, dude?
change right there.
That's the
There's
oh, that's
some
the
similarities, but it's
va-
not the same.
vastly different, dude. Oh man, what do you think? Like I look. First off, I'm gonna unabashedly say I love the movie. It was for its time. It was awesome. It's still awesome. I get it. The movies have jumped the shark like four movies ago. They're up to like Fast and
Yeah,
Furious
they're
10,
like
I think.
driving like out in outer space and
Yeah,
just
they're doing all.
nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one it's the gritty, realistic version, which is weird to say in a Fast and Furious movie. But this one, I mean, the cars, it's almost like a superhero movie. Like
Yeah.
the cars are like incredible looking. I love when we're introduced to the gang, the crew, or what was it, the team. They're
The
known as the
team.
team. I
Yeah.
like that. I like how Dom says that. I love how they like are all moving there's a very fluid way to how they drive together, and they all kind
Yeah.
of park like all pull up quickly, but in perfect sync, like in rhythm,
They
stepping
do.
out. You had a thing for Letty first time she stepped out of that super. Say it, Garrett. You
I
know it.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally did. I mean, so much so that like after we watched this film, my uncle took all of us to go see the second one in theaters. That's how much we fell in love with her, of course, with this and the first Resident Evil film that they did.
Yep.
Um, but no, just fell in love with the film concept behind this movie, and that's what drove us to want to go see Too Fast, Too Furious in theaters. So no, I will agree. For the time, I absolutely loved this movie when it first came out. It
Yeah.
was amazing. Her, Jordana Brewster, both absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just really steal your eye and kind of just carry your attention through some parts of that film.
So I'm just I know a lot of times um we'll go a little deeper into like the casting and some other some of the insights, but I'm purposely not doing that, and
Yeah.
I'll get to why. I got something up my sleeve, you know. Um, but just a couple what ifs. So the role, Dom's sister Mia, role is specifically written for Eliza. Is it Dushku? Dushku? Dushku?
Either I think it's Douchku, if I'm not
Dushku.
mistaken. Yeah,
Turns it down. She's like, nah, I don't want it. Don't need it.
which is crazy, but
Yeah, and then there's like a who's who of '90s actresses. Like among
yeah,
them, like Kirsten Dunst is one of them.
yeah.
They're all trying to get this part. Jordana Brewster beats out several significant names. I'll say it that way. Meanwhile, um, Brian O'Halloran, it's they're looking at Eminem
Of course
now.
they are.
But
Yeah,
Here's the thing. Eminem says he passes on. He sees it. He's not an actor at this point. He's just Eminem.
yeah,
He says no so that he can go do his semi-autobiographical film 8 Mile with Curtis Hanson.
yeah. I think
And
he did The Wash with Dr. Dre around this time as well,
yeah,
which is hilarious.
yeah. Uh, Another fun one as they're getting this going. Studio's like, "Hey, listen, we will greenlight this right now. We will sign a blank check. We want Dominic Toretto to be played by Timothy Oliphant."
That
Does
I
that
like.
work?
I no, I absolutely love Timothy Oliphant as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, him and Justified, and anything and everything ever. He's freaking amazing. I don't care. Deadwood. I mean, he's
Hmm.
an amazing actor. But no, you have to do this with. I don't think you could get away with anyone other than Vin Diesel at this point in time.
It's
I don't think they could have now.
when you think about the way like Dominic Toretto, the way he uses Brian to kind
Yeah.
of realign his house, keep his guys in check. Because
Yes.
like, hey, the new guys, the Buster brought me back. I
Yeah.
mean, he's kind of putting them all on notice. He commands a real presence, and I get again, but this is before we're jumping the shark, and it's
Yeah.
all about family and this and
Yeah.
that. But I love the culture that he's created with his. I mean, like he's known these guys. They've all been together since third grade, and yet he is
Yeah.
the outlaw king here. He runs the
Yeah.
show. They all fall in line. They do what Dom wants. They do what Dom says. I don't think Timothy Oliphant could have done that. It just doesn't
No.
work.
No.
And doesn't have to work because he turns it down because he was already in a muscle car, high adrenaline movie the year before when he does Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage.
Oh
So
yeah.
he's like, I'm going to pass. Thank God the studio passed on something else. Sometimes you read something and you're like, that can't be real.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. If I read it right, I think it could have been Rob Cohen because he calls Paul Walker, but at some point, someone up the food chain was like, "Hey, we want Dominic Toretto to be played by Mario Lopez." Wait, wait, hold on. And they wanted Brian to be played by Mark Paul Gosselaar.
What?
And last but not least,
Are you talking? Are you about to say Tiffany?
no, that would have made
Okay.
sense at least. But no,
Yes.
On Dom's team, you got Jesse, like the kind of
Yeah.
like the weaker brainiac kid who can, they're looking at Dustin Diamond. And the pitch was these guys have had such great chemistry on Saved by the Bell. We could parlay that to this movie and turn it into and everyone, and thank God some exec was smart enough, stopped doing cocaine long enough to go, actually, I don't think that's going to be a good
No.
idea. I don't think
So
people will see these guys. They'll just see Zach and,
yes, AC
Screech and
Slater.
AC
Yeah.
Slater. So could you
But
imagine
so
the Fast and Furious Saved by the Bell
now
version?
Mark Paul Gosselaar at that point in time, he does kind of fit into almost the same role
He's
as
got it.
yeah, he's got around the same build, blonde hair, California looking kid. So I could buy that. Mario Lopez as an alpha male dude, where he would have to
He's
be. I've just never seen him be rude at anything ever.
I,
So it
well,
would be very weird to see Mr. Smile just be like, "Hey, Brian," like, it
now
just doesn't work for me.
here's what he does right. He wears the tank top. He's got the tank
Yeah,
top already. He's
yeah,
got a collection of them. But could you see him with the mullet?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
Preppy, hey
yeah.
Preppy, winning's winning,
Hey,
man.
Preppy.
It's like
Yeah.
no, it
Nah,
yeah,
that
doesn't
part doesn't
work.
work for me.
Doesn't
No.
work. I got two other fun facts for you, a little behind the scenes nuggets. Then we'll take a break. All of these racers, these street racers, Rob, who has kind of infiltrated the world himself, has decided we don't need to have a bunch of SAG actors, doing bit roles. I'm just gonna call the real guys. Everyone you see in this movie, at race wars and on the street illegal street scenes, those are real non actors, and those are their actual cars.
That's actually pretty awesome. Okay.
Yeah, not the girls, like even the girl who kind of promises Ja Rule a little three way action.
Yeah,
That was just one of his friends that he was like. She came to the set with Ja Rule, and
that's
Rob was like,
funny.
"Hey, you want to
You know
do a
what?
part real quick?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in.
So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Also, the film was called Racer X. They were just going off the magazine article.
No.
Nah, that's like Speed Racer. It doesn't work.
About to say
Racer X was in Speed Racer,
yeah, about to say it reminds me of Speed Racer.
Yeah. They come across the title The Fast and Furious. It's perfect except for the fact that it is attached to a movie that Roger Corman directed in the 50s. And Corman, who was amazing.
Yeah.
He a lot of his movies, if you're a Roger Corman guy, a lot of his stuff has stock footage. He was like a more
Yeah.
expensive Ed Wood, and sometimes they make a deal with him. Universal says, "Hey, we'll give you X amount of stock footage from Universal movies if you let us have the title. Like we can use the title." Corman says,
Okay.
"Sure, yeah." He's just like, "Yeah, I just made my library just got a lot bigger. Sure, you can have the title.
Dude,
What's
yeah.
what's he care?" Yeah, I thought that's kind of cool. And listen,
That'd be pretty cool.
there is a wealth of knowledge about this movie, about this franchise. I have personally not been digging into it. I didn't want to go. I wouldn't do it. And here's why, Garrett. Listeners, if you're listening or if you're watching, on YouTube, I'm just going to tell you, our good buddies Jason and Dee at the Surely You Can't Be Serious podcast. They floated an idea like we think we were going to do Point Break at some point, and I said, please do the Point Break versus the Fast and Furious matchup. And presently, they have not seen the Fast and Furious. They've seen Point Break. So I've been pleading with them. I'm going to ask all of our listeners, just bombard their social media page or email them, and just let them know that you also want the Fast and Furious versus Point Break matchup, because I think those two guys going under the hood of a movie like Fast and Furious would be amazing. So Jason D, I'm calling you out. You know, bring your surfboard, bring your Supra. Let's have an awesome episode.
Oh yeah.
Garrett, we are going to we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we are going to talk about we're going to talk about a scene, and I we're definitely going to talk a little bit about Point Break,
Fair enough.
even though we shouldn't, but we're going to. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Garrett and I are discussing 2001's The Fast and Furious. So Garrett, can we just go ahead and talk about it? Can we talk about Point Break?
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
okay. I'm not saying that The Fast and Furious is a remake, and I'm not saying it's a reboot. And I hate using the word reimaginate, like a reimagination,
Yeah.
but I'm going to. So I've prepared a little something for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make the case because there's plenty of people out there that are probably like, no, I don't see the similarities. So there's probably a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, it is. They're the same movie. So rhetorical question time. Which movie am I talking about? It's not gonna matter what you answer because the answer you're right and you're wrong. So let's talk about the premise of this movie. We got Brian O'Connor who he infiltrates. He goes undercover to infiltrate a street racing crew who is suspected of hijacking these 18 wheelers, like the merchandise off these trucks, right?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like Johnny Utah, our boy Keanu Reeves. He infiltrates a group of surfers who are suspected of robbing banks.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about the hero. So in one movie, we assign a an ex athlete turned rookie FBI agent who's got something to prove. And then in another movie, we've got a young LAPD officer trying to make detective, eager to prove himself. He's got something, kind of the same character, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, they're both classically handsome. Nothing wrong with that, right?
No.
Yeah. Let's talk about the villain because you got to any good hero's got to have a good villain. So if I said this movie has a like a philosophical, like a thrill-seeking alpha male as their leader, who am I talking about? Am I talking about Bodhi from Point Break, or am I talking about Dominic Toretto from The Fast and Furious?
And you could also throw in the fact that in both films they treat their crew just as their family. So I mean,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Well, yeah. I mean, they each have a code, right? Like Bodhi is all about like the spiritual. He's all about he's got like this anti system, right?
he does.
He is against the system. While Dom, is all about loyalty. He's all about family. You know, even if it's crime, it's we're gonna do it the right way. We're honor among thieves is Dom's
Yes.
thing, right? So they each have a code. Let's talk about how these guys get infiltrate these worlds. Because Paul Walker's character Brian O'Halloran, he kind of falls for kind of kind of falls for the girl who just happens to be Dominic's sister,
Yeah.
right? And if you look at Johnny Utah, he gets close to Tyler, who's Bodhi's ex girlfriend. But it's like they're cool, they're chill, they're friends, right? So there's a lot happening there. And meanwhile, he's got to prove himself through like you don't just infiltrate this world without being good at something, right? So he proves
No.
himself with his street racing ability, right? Utah learns how to surf, you know, play some football, beach football, takes on some neo Nazis. So they each earn the respect of the alpha male, the criminal alpha male.
They do.
It's the same movie. And then what happens when the cop, they're bonding, they're making an emotional connection with the bad guy. So all of a sudden, they both start kind of questioning their mission, right? I mean,
Yeah.
think about our guy, Ted Levine. He's playing Brian's boss. It's Toretto, Brian. It's always been Toretto.
Yeah.
You know, Busey. I think you are getting too close to your surfing buddy. You know, it's like they're the same guy,
They
you know?
really are.
Yeah. We got and we got the ex presidents. They're surfing the Robin Banks. You got the fact, Team Toretto. They're street racing. They're ripping off these trucks. I don't know, man. I feel like it's undeniable. You have to see that these are
Yeah, oh yeah.
the absolutely you know, and here's the other thing too. In both situations, the criminal, the alpha male criminal, discovers the true identity, knows that he like the guy that's getting close to him is a cop,
Yeah.
doesn't kill him
No,
because the bro code is in play now, right? And finally, in both situations, the bad guy gets away
they do.
purposely. The hero
Whether
cop
it's
lets him
a
go.
mangled car or you firing your gun in there, it's going to be a similar
Yeah,
situation there. Yeah.
yeah. You chase a guy down to Bells Beach, Australia. You cuff him. It's over.
Yeah.
And he just wants to just give him one last ride, give him one last wave, and he lets him go and gives it up. He's like, I'm out. I'm no longer a cop. Brian does the same thing in the Fast and Furious, man.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I love both these movies, by the way. But I had to talk about
Of
the
course, the
fact that they're the same.
similarities are, yeah, they're undeniable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we took surfing and turned it to street racing. I think we took Zen philosophy and turned it into family loyalty, and
Yeah.
it's clever. I'm here for it though. Absolutely here for it. Let me ask you. Let's talk about a scene. Favorite scene, best acting. What do you got? Pivotal moment. Is it pissing Amber Lewis off? I don't know if this is not her. This is not her movie. I could see her
Yeah.
being taking issue with a lot of things on this movie. But what do you got?
Honestly, kind of favorite scene is where Vince is, of course, bleeding out and everything during the truck hijacking, and he ends up getting winged in the side there, and Brian has to call it in, and he says that he's a cop. Vin's face says, or Dom's face says it all in this scene. And
Uh,
just that absolute betrayal because he did not want to believe it at any cost that he would
hmm
betray him. So honestly, just that bit of acting and emotion that you can see in Dominic's face, just because he viewed him as a brother this entire time. And
The
I don't know.
betrayal.
Yeah, exactly. The betrayal. It's just that subtle, like, no way. Like, dude,
Yeah.
it just
Oh,
destroys it, like, his perception on reality at the point in time
yeah.
because, yeah, I mean, so that scene right there really speaks volumes to me because there's so much going on. One of his best friends has been shot. He's bleeding out. His other best friend's trying to save him. And then you get that turn and yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Great.
to me, yeah, it's solid.
So I'm going to give you a mirror image because your scene is all about an amazing performance by Vin Diesel. It's
Yeah,
all about this reveal, and we know that there's going to be consequences.
absolutely.
I'm going to give you the same for those same reasons. This is why I picked my scene, and I'm talking about the two of them in the garage,
Yeah.
seeing the Charger for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. We we get a chance to find out what made Dominic Toretto who Dominic Toretto is. Why
Yes.
did he beat this guy within an inch of his life and go to jail?
Yeah.
What's the story behind it? And it's a heartbreaking story.
It
And
is.
you're kind of like, it's an unforgivable crime, but at the same time, now we got a villain that we care about. We got a villain
You do.
who's haunted by what his actions. He regrets what he did,
Yeah.
and that's those 10, like he's talking about those 10 seconds, his team, all their bullshit, nothing matters, but those 10 seconds, he's free. It's the
Yeah.
one time in his life he's free. It's great moment. I love that scene.
And they banned me from the tracks for life. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Nothing else matters. Not the mortgage, not the store, not my team and all their bullshit. For those 10 seconds or less, I'm free.
Such a good scene.
Yeah. Let's run the numbers real quick and then we'll wrap things up. So this one opens on June 22nd, 2001, with a Garrett Gibson official runtime of
107 minutes.
107 minutes. I got it. Yeah. It it grossed 207.5 million worldwide
Oh yeah,
on a budget of 38 million.
which is pretty damn impressive.
No, if you were wondering how they made like 9 sequels and a video game and an animated series and
And
hit
spin-offs
albums,
and everything else.
spin-offs.
Yeah.
Well, that's when your budget's 38 million and you do 207, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Was the number one movie during its opening weekend. No shock there. It beats out Lara Croft Tomb Raider, which I got to say is a little surprising
It
because that's
is.
the first Tomb Raider thing, and that game was a cultural phenomenon. Like everyone
Oh,
knew Tomb
and
Raider.
you're talking 2001 Angelina and Joey. Oh my gosh.
Peak Jolie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it beats Tomb Raider. It beats Atlantis, the Lost Empire. It beats Doctor Dolittle too. People they might have wanted to see sexy action hero women that weekend, but they wanted to see Letty more than they wanted to see Angelina. So
Yes, they did.
when released in to DVD in 2002, it sold 2 million copies on its Garrett on its first day.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and 18.6 million in video store rental revenue in its first week.
Yeah, I can say one of those was me and my uncle's for sure. Yeah.
I think that's saying something though, because this is 2002. The video stores were starting to go extinct. A lot of them were gone. Mom and pops were all gone. It
Oh
was
yeah.
like Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, Movie Gallery. They were like the last big three.
See, I think my uncle Tom took us to Family Video and got this, and probably got some weird.
Nice.
I think we got Manhunt the video game, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what we also got.
Shout out to your uncle for
Oh
video
yeah,
games and Fast and Furious. Garrett, I want to ask you, Rob Cohen, if obviously everyone saw this movie, but if someone's like,
yes.
I'm kind of curious, like what else has Rob Cohen done? An underrated movie that or a project. So written by, directed by, or starring. What project would you suggest by Rob Cohen? Because I'm really anxious to hear your answer here because there's some good pop
Um,
options here.
so there's something he was an executive producer on in 1987. The film is called The Monster Squad, and it is freaking amazing.
God damn it. Okay.
The
So
Wolfman's got nards.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's written by, directed by, or starring. And when I saw that he executive produced The Monster Squad, I was like,
Yeah.
I kind of want to break the rule and just pick this because we love The Monster Squad.
I
Uh,
I
we
had
met, we
I
met them
had to.
all. Yeah, we
Yeah.
met them all at Scarefest. We've talked to them. They actually did the show, or not. Well, they did one of our comment specials. We did a live interview with them at Scarefest, and just an amazing time. I said, I'm not going to do it. I'll play by the rules. But if Garrett,
Yeah.
if he
No,
wants,
I'm
if he wants
breaking the
to,
rule. I don't give a
if
shit.
I said if Garrett wants to, if Garrett tells you winning's winning, if he wants to live a quarter mile of his life at
Yeah.
a time and he wants to cheat, I'm gonna. And as long as he says Monster Squad, I'm in. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
for doing that for me.
Beautiful.
I'm, I'm gonna give you. I'll make up for it though. I'm gonna give you one that he wrote and directed.
Okay.
One of my all-time favorites definitely my favorite by Rob Cohen. 1993, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
Ooh, see, that's amazing. Yeah.
Garrett, look, I've said it a time or two on the show. I absolutely love Bruce Lee. Big fan of Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
and Jason Scott Lee gives an incredibly authentic performance
He does.
as Bruce. And watching the movie, I mean, I own it. I've seen it 100 times. What always surprises me, even like I could watch it tomorrow and I'd still think this, I'd still be amazed. It's the fact that when you watch, you got to remember Jason Scott Lee had absolutely no training or experience in martial arts before that movie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he is and he's an amazing dancer, well trained dancer, and
Yeah.
the producers, like everyone, all the creatives were like, we need a very accomplished dancer to play Bruce Lee because only a dancer could capture like how fluid his movement is.
Yeah, it
You know?
can yeah, the amount of choreography that would have to go into that. It
Yep.
it is essentially a dance that you're putting
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Sensational. I know you can rent this on Prime. You can rent it on Apple TV. Where'd you watch this at, Garrett? Or do you own it?
Actually still own a copy of it from way back when. So went ahead and
Yeah.
broke out the DVD copy of it, fired it up, and
Nice.
honestly enjoyed the ride.
I did too. I always do. Like I said, I will not apologize for thinking these are just fun popcorn movies, whether it's
They
the
are.
Too Fast, Too Furious, or it's Fast Five, or wherever, however we're at in it. I wanted to show this off to you.
That is pretty awesome. Okay.
Look at the tread on that bad lad. Isn't that
Dude.
nice?
What the
So
heck?
this is not the wheel did not fall off my RC car. Okay. This is my Fast and Furious box set. This is the Blu-ray box set that I got,
Okay.
and it's just a wheel, and
Dude.
inside, yeah. And here's where Universal is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
You can't see it. I don't want to dump them out, but the spindle has some
Yeah.
height on it because they released this before they knew all the movies would be finished. So
Yeah.
there's like this much space. You can buy like the last three
And just put
and
them in there.
put them in
Ah, I
there.
love
Yep.
that.
Brilliant. Thank you, Universal.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. This Friday, though, on a film buy, we'll be talking about Paul Walker's other 2001 film, John Dahl's highway thriller. This guy can't stay off the roads, Garrett.
No.
It's Joyride, and I know you're excited because
I'm excited.
our very own slasher girl, Amanda Janik, will be back with us. She's gonna talk Joyride with us, and we made the decision. We're like, hey, we could. I mean, she's been on the show before, right?
Yeah.
But our listeners have never had the opportunity to see her, so we're gonna, it'll be on the normal feed, whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple or whatever. But you can go to our YouTube channel at A Film by Podcast, and you'll be able to see us talk about Joyride. Amanda will be in the on the episode for that one. Looking forward to it. It's it's gonna be
Oh,
a great
yeah.
time.
It will be.
Yeah. So if you've seen Joyride, how would you summarize it in 5 words? Exactly 5 words. Let us know. Hit us up on social media. You can email us at afilmbypodcast.com to let us know if we pick your answer. We'll probably send you some cool Film by swag. Right?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. In the meantime, join us when you're not on YouTube. Join us on social media. You'll find us on Instagram, Facebook, X. We always love hearing from you guys, interacting. There's been a lot of that going on with Previously On. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Some interesting. I'm forgetting the name, but someone recently blew my mind on DTF St. Louis with some thoughts about Carol.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that we'll be we'll be back to that here
Now,
momentarily.
my favorite comment is one that keeps popping up. It's a recent subscriber that we got, but that's good soup. I keep seeing
Yeah.
it and I love it, dude.
Yeah, who is the good soup guy? Yeah.
The good soup.
Good. That's
Love it.
good soup. I was like, yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, that's kind of cool. And then second, I was like,
Okay.
we're about to have the Film by Good Soup T-shirt
Dude,
this summer
damn right.
if that keeps
Yes.
up. Yeah. Well, Garrett, listen, thank you for joining me for the Fast and Furious. Thank you for all your help on Previously On.
Absolutely, brother.
We're cranking it out over there. Like we're dropping what,
Oh,
3
yeah.
episodes a week now? on
three
YouTube?
3 to 4. I mean,
We're
it's
watching too much
only
damn TV, man.
we are. It feels like a second job. Like I said, we've got The Boys coming up. We've got
Yeah.
Something Bad. We've got
Monarch,
Daredevil. We've got Monarch.
Daredevil.
We've got DTF. I mean, we've got
Yep.
so much in the works right now.
Hmm.
Honestly, just having a blast doing it. So
Yeah. Well, thank you, man. I'm glad you're having a blast. I'm having a
absolutely,
blast.
brother.
We'll keep doing it. As far as keeping and doing it, listeners, all of you out there listening to the show, following us on social media, subscribing to YouTube, subscribing to our Patreon, helping support the show. Like our newest friend Alex Crobland. We thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.